Shabbat Perek Hey, Mishnah Gimel. Third Mishnah in the 5th chapter of Shabbat. We continue dealing with halachot of animals on Shabbat. We learned that you're not allowed to have your animal work. So therefore, sometimes many things animals are not allowed to have on their backs or carry on Shabbat. Says the Mishnah, what can an animal not go out with on Shabbat? Lo yetzei gamal b'mitultelet. The camel cannot go out with its mitultelet. So actually there's a machloket between Rashi and the Meiri, on the one hand, who say that it's some kind of pillow that it carried on its hump. On the other hand, the Bar Tanura says it's chaticha shematlit, a piece of cloth, kshura bizanavo, that was tied to its tail, the siman or the davar acher. They tied it some kind of cloth to their tail. Let's go with that. Lo akud velo ragul. There's other ways of tying the camel. Akud means koshrin yidehim or raglayim bikvalim shelo yivrechu. You tie the front leg to the back leg. Okay, that's one possibility. Or you tie one leg to another so that the animal can't go very far. That's lo ragul. Ragul is kofin yados ro'ova koshrin. So if this is one of its legs, you tie it around the leg, and then it has to walk on 3 legs. I guess the animal, otherwise it would run away, but if it's got to go on 3 legs, it can only go on. It can't really run away. V'chein shakol behema. Same thing. You're not allowed to do any of these things to your animals on Shabbat. You can't let them go out with that. And it's similar to any other animals as well. All of your animals, you can't tie them in those ways. Lo yikshor gmalim. Now the Mishnah talks about general. Lo yikshor gmalim zeba zeba yimshach. You can't tie the camels one to the other and pull them and lead them. And the reason isn't because they're carrying anything, but the other reason is because it looks like you're carrying them, you're leading them to the shuk in order to sell them. And that's inappropriate on Shabbat. Aval, machlis chavalim b'toch yado v'yimshach. You can take I can't tie them in a row like a caravan, but I can hold all of their ropes together in my hand and pull them at the same time. So I can lead them, I just can't lead them one after the other. Ubilvad shelo yikroch. As long as the yikroch means to wrap. So some explanations say it means to weave together, but it means to wrap them around your hand. And the Bar Tanura, why can't I wrap if I lead 3 camels at one time, why can't I wrap their reins together or around my head? So the Bar Tanura says, Lav le'inyan Shabbat kamai rihashta. It's not talking about Shabbat. It's not a halach of Shabbat. Ela le'inyan klaim. It's a shatnez problem. V'achi kamar, this is what it means. Hamachnis chavalim biyado k'tzatam shel pishtan. Some, remember, so we don't know this, but some of the camel's reins were made of linen, some were made of wool. Then, lo yichru, if some are made of linen, some are wool, you can't wrap them together in one another. You can't weave them together. Because when you do, you're going to put it, it's going to be klaim, and you're going to put it around your hand, because remember, you're going to tie it around in order to lead them all together. They warm your hand because it's cold outside, so you wrap your hand in them. Ve'asur, and that's the problem of kilayim. So that's what the Mishnah is saying here. Okay, you can hold on to them and pull them. You can't weave them together. Make a shot in his beged, then wrap it around your hand. That's an isur of kilayim. Stop here. If you have any comments or questions, as always, email me here. Okay. And we'll dedicate the learning to the memory of my father, of Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.